Oh boy. Eee. Was that he? And apparently I can see a crane stop. If you see that white stuff, there's a crane. Huh. Didn't expect a train to stop. Oh well, that's... Oh, I don't know what that is or what to deal with. But anyways, yeah. Part 2 of this. Whew, it's been a while. It's been literally, last time I saw my video, it has been literally 6 months since I did an update to this thing. And you might be wondering, Foxcat, why are you now doing an update on, of course, Mikey Lugo's ARG? Well, the answer to that is a couple of reasons. A, more development has came up for it. B, apparently I'm being watched by someone in that ARG. And C, it's long overdue and I really need to look into it. And I know that the videos are rather mild, and there is a reason why I've kind of been holding off on a little bit by doing this thing. If you guys have honestly understand why, I won't say why, but even Mikey Lugo understand the reason why. But I still obviously need to look into this ARG, especially since he is way more connected to GP Reed than I thought. Even though he's not fully connected, he has been at least linked to GP Reed. And I might as well also, while I'm on the note of that, I may start looking into the other connections to GP Reed as well, like the Ambria and all that. I mean, I know GP Reed had already did that himself, but I want to go ahead and look into it and explain why he might be more connected to this whole thing than not. Of course, I'm not saying that Mikey's own ARG may be connected to Naomi, but at this point, he appeared again with Naomi, and we already know that part, so, reasons. But it's definitely have gotten a little bit weird. But before we do that, let's go ahead and review what we know so far. And before we get started, I want to make a couple of updates to the story that the last time I did the video on, because it has been a while. So obviously, as you guys know, Mikey did respond to my thing with a short video, revealing that I got a little bit wrong along with the comment section. And it's been a while since I saw my video, so I don't know what I specifically got wrong. I did see in the comments, so I want to make 3 things connected real quick. For one, I mentioned a character that was female, and turned out it was male. 2, there's some weird things. I mean, I'm still blanking on it, but the part 1 should be in the description down below, and I am probably going to double check and see if I did make literally a playlist of this, because I do need to make a playlist of this series. But of course, the third thing is, and more importantly, he's not connected to Stephanie and stuff. So, explaining Stephanie is kind of off the chart, and I want to make it clear. And pretty much, there's a bunch of other stuff you go ask him, but the main thing is that he did state I was close to his Doctor Who theory, being that he's possibly trying to go through time in some way. What this means, I don't know. I mean, I do know that it seems like it has more to do with Darkin than anything, really, because Darkin is definitely one of the more interesting subjects, and there is a reason why I bring this up. But before we do that, let's go ahead and see if we can catch up what Mikey has been up to since the last time we talked about him. Believe it or not, the first area we're going to go through is, of course, Naomi. Now, of course, we have seen this before. I don't need to go into too much details. Go find my GP Reed theory videos. I came across this earlier, but the first thing is that Mikey appeared to help Naomi with a public service announcement of looking for 2 cats. I still have no idea what it could be. However, I do have a upcoming GP Reed theory that might explain some things, and I think it might be connected, but I don't know. It's definitely very interesting to say the least. But yeah, he appears in Naomi again, which is the second time he has fully appeared in. Well, actually, third if you count the whole thing, but I mean, I'm crossing bridges. But of course, now we get into the meat of the thing, and that is, of course, his channel himself. Now, there is a lot of interesting things to come across this thing, and while I don't see anything in particular, we do see pretty much, and I'm trying to make sure where we left off here. I say we left off over here because obviously the whole summer thing, which will be important, but there is a point where they start talking about summer, and there's three types of Mikeys. There's Darken, there's whoever this character is, which I forgot, but is probably the angel version of him. And yeah, you can see because of my blaring of my phone. And then there's the interesting one right here that should be popping up soon. Let me see if I can fast forward it. It's pretty much looks like a 3D version. Again, I am very new to this, so I have to really look into this. But they're all saying on the radio and stuff. And, let's just listen to on their conversations, shall we? Okay, in actuality, it turns out there was a song, and I didn't know what could happen, but I don't know. And it's definitely very interesting. But there is one other thing to note. And here's and it is a video called Egos that happened 2 months ago. And here's a very interesting thing about it.
It's almost time, Duncan. Our creator is about to take a break sooner or later, depending what's going on in his life. And let's be fair, he's been through a lot of stuff recently, and I think it's maybe best for him to chill. Oh yeah, that reminds me, Mikey is going to at least think of us for a while, Besides, his birthday is coming up soon as well. I think we need to be there for him as well. Also, I don't think we aren't going anywhere. We are always here in Mikey's soul, no matter what.
Now, obviously, this is just a message for the viewers saying, hey, guess what? My whole thing and blah, 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 just saying that, taking a break. But the reason why I point that out is the fact that there is literally a hint of something that does happen with this. And that is because of the fact that we'll get into it later, but Dark and then later on for some reason take over the channel. Now, and there is more proof of this because there is, of course, something called Save the Date, and it will be of big importance because there's another video on his secondary channel that says this. And of course, we get to another interesting thing right here, and let's go ahead and see what that is. Now, to explain what that could mean is very interesting. So, there's a couple of things that could be related to, since we know that could be possibly the actual Mikey character. Though then again, this could be another avatar of his. But apparently, he's now in his lab, which turns out to be in a phone booth, but it's another Doctor Who reference. And we all know that I don't watch Doctor Who, so I don't even know what the heck that reference could be. But I do know that at least we give an idea of where his base of operation is. Now, as for why he was staring at all the assessments he has done so far, it's really interesting. I think this is kind of once again showing the hints of how he is starting to miss Darkin. And I don't know if Darkin is truly back together with him. I mean, I did saw him with Mikey, and we'll get to that reason in a bit. And pretty much, it's very much interesting. And as for who could give him the cupcake, since that took place in his lab, I'm wondering if it's Naomi. And it wouldn't be the first time it would be connected to Naomi, because we've seen a similar incident that happened to GB Reed. However, Grant was given something different, but that was from his company, not Naomi. And since we now know Naomi Soul Corp is a company, then da da da. And of course, there's another interesting moment here that is very unique, and that is, of course, another date being the timing of what's been going on. And here is what it looks like.
So, this is it. Just me being bored. Just sitting around doing nothing. Doing nothing. That's the last thing that I ever wanted to do. Like, make other stuff. Just sitting around and doing nothing. What else could I do? Is there anything else that I could just think in mind? Oh yeah, I forgot those chips. Right. Mikey and his family got some new chips on the way out when they were grocery shopping, I guess. So, but they're far away. But not really far away, but they're far. And I'm just all the way on the table, and I don't want to fall. I mean, what could possibly go wrong? Let me see. By the looks of this, it's just a jump, I guess. A jump. But sure, let me try to do this. Jump. Engage. 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 Well, I be damned. Hold on. So, the only way I need to get up to those chips is climb these waters. That's easy. Sure, let's see if I can actually do this shit. So, the waters, the chips. I'm just only having the chips. That's the thing. Only chips. Bold mix? Are you kidding me? Bold mix? What? Is there anything else that's good left in there? Like anything actually good in there? Hold on. Let me get on the top of this thing to see what's going on. Oh shit, I just realized, someone else is here. Gotta get in here. Schedule. Really? Are you kidding me, Cheetos?
Now, that's pretty obviously what's been going on, but it does beg the question of who was in there. Could have been Mikey's family, who knows? Like, I really do not know what to say. It's just definitely very interesting. But it does back up to, Darkin being alone. Now, and I know Mikey does know he is there, but again, it's unknown what was that situation to begin with. But it kind of acts like if I were to do a subscribement, you guys know my Pokemon movies. That's pretty much what's been going on with like that. Where one hand there's one story, then there's another story. I mean, I don't know. That's just my theory. But of course, there's no doubt that I keep an eye on, of course, Valentine to make sure she doesn't do anything crazy, but there is some very much interesting. Now, while there is a lot go on with his channel, there is, of course, Darken's channel, and that's where things get very interesting. This is where we left off, where the two, which, again, this is obviously male, we're talking about being left alone. This might have been taking place during the time where, Mikey, took a break and all that. Then there's also these updates. Let's go ahead and look in them.
Hello there, my fellow friends, or people, what Mikey would say. It's good to see you all yet again. I do apologize for not being that much active. Don't blame me or anything. I was stuck in that box for a long ass time. Anyways, chapter 2. We are changing the plans, the route, we're changing the direction of everything. We were gonna originally do all the stuff that we wanted to do, but yeah, you get the point. But hey, at least that I'm still alive and still like doing other shit. And hey guys, it's been a while, and I know that most of you guys have been wanting to see more of me. Yeah, I've been seeing your comments. I've been seeing where's Darken, where's Lighten, where's Stan, where's everyone. Well, most of us are doing our own things at the moment. Well, mostly me. I've been very quiet and trying to keep myself on the zone and on the grid. But to remind you, I'm still taking over Mikey's channel for a bit, once in a while or so. But try to expect me to be coming around more out on the summer, because summer is where a lot of things are going to go down, and yeah, a lot of summer events, or at least something. I don't know.
So, what did that all mean? Well, to be frank, the first video you saw is just a note that he finally got out of the box and all that, and it's been a while. How? I don't know, and that might be related to why Mikey felt so bad during the, airship thing, where he might have regretted doing that. And as for Darken's quest, it's very interesting. Now, the key thing to note is Darken did state that he takes over the channel often, and that is very interesting. Of course, I don't know how, but, this is Mikey, so we don't know. That's his ideals. But obviously, Darken takes over his channel despite the fact that Darken already has his own channel, being that secondary channel. And then, of course, as the last video is called Save the Date Again, well, not actually again, but Save the Date, just more interesting with dots, as you saw, literally, and if I recall correctly, I guess it's literally this week. I'm trying to think, Pokemon, I don't know, I'll look it up, but probably this week, but soon, obviously. Yes, no, not this week, it's next week, actually. But pretty much, at the time of this video, Mikey will be releasing a very big video coming up soon on that date, whatever that is. I don't know. I'm not going to keep my big eye on it, but still, there's very much interesting, and this is new developments. So, overall, what could be happening? My personal opinion is that, what I fear is happening is, Mikey Lugo could be possibly somewhat work for Naomi. I don't know. I really still don't know. I still think Naomi is using mind control due to what we have solved so far. But either way, and it could explain the cupcake too, because remember, that timing took place during, the fact that he did that PSA. Now, it could be also the clone thing, which he stated it before and say it again. I even showed it in my live stream when reviewing GB Reed's Fury thing and da-da-da. And the story so far that he did a thing saying it was possibly a clone, so it could have been that. Who knows? But it's definitely interesting. And what could be going on here is now Darkin is probably planning something. That's the biggest thing, because Darkin is similar to Valentine in a way. Valentine rampaged through my house, so does he, although he probably isn't as worse as Valentine, because we all know what Valentine does. If you don't, look at Poke Story, trust me, it's funny. But it's no doubt that Darkin is planning something, but what this could be, who knows. And he did state that the story is going off the rails, meaning it's not going to follow what it plot been. What that means, again, I don't know, but it definitely is interesting that he's changing gears on what his ARG could be. That's pretty much what it's saying. Now, of course, the last thing I need to quickly get out here is the reason why I'm finally doing this video, other than I do really need to do this. This is because of late mid-development I am going to reveal now, and it's pretty much somewhat secretly revealed if you've been keeping an eye on my stuff on my social medias, but apparently Darkin has been trying to follow me and keep an eye on me. Now, why? I don't know. I think it's because of the whole Naomi thing, and because we all know I've been recently getting a lot of hacks and stuff, and it's been weird, but apparently what I've been noticing is, and apparently even Mikey, I had a chat with him a couple of days ago. Mikey even told me that Darkin is keeping an eye on me. And I even met Darkin for the first time, which is very interesting. Now, what this could mean, I really don't know. I really don't know what Darkin could be having on me, but Mikey did hint towards me that Darkin has a big plan coming up with a video. I won't say what he said because, controversiality and blah, blah. But it's definitely interesting that Darkin's keeping an eyeball on me. Why? I have no idea. Like I said, I've been kind of out of the ARG since 6 months. So I have no idea. But definitely this kind of backs up and confirms that there's something big coming up this summer. And it's probably just in the middle of summer since it is because August and blah blah. But yeah, that's pretty much it. And I could be wrong with most of these theories because again, it's been a while since I saw this ARG. I may start actually keeping an eye on it though because of A, GP Reed seems to be slowing down, and B, Mikey does have some connections with it, and there's also something going else with it. I just have to look into it much more. I may even probably do a live stream later on and try to look into it, but we'll see. Anyways, again, sorry for the late video. This has been Flockstat. I am definitely stepping out of here. Bye. Hey, what the fuck is going on here? Why am I hearing my name? What the fuck is going on here? Why am I hearing this name? Why is this camera on me? What the fuck is going on? Also, have everyone seen Halloween? I'm kind of wondering where Halloween is. Halloween.